Heading up?
I don't think we really hear it as a team. I think we just know it's there, and it's just like, you know what, we just gotta set the tone, you know, let people know like these stigmas and these stereotypes that they have in Arizona State football. That's not how we play. You know, we play fast, physical, and we finish to the ball. So that's what we're gonna show on Thursday, and that's how we're gonna set the tone. So.
NAU, what do you see from them?
They're pretty good. They're a pretty good team. O-line wise, they have some guys that can gas you if you let them. But I feel like if we come out the way we need to come out, it won't be as hard as we think it will. So.
Do you have an idea what your role is going to be with a bunch of guys on the line?
When my number's called, I just made the plays I need to make. Be a team player, do what I need to do. That's the type of role I'm gonna play, and that's the type of role that most of us are playing on this team. You know, it's not really like it's a guy. It's like we have multiple guys. It's always next man up. You know, it's like me and Omar. It's like a 1-2 punch. When he goes out there, he does what he needs to do, and when he gets done, I'm out there and I'm doing what I need to do. So.
In your campaign, you had a walk-on last year, leader in sacks on the team. Is there any pressure heading into the season opener to sort of match that or extend beyond that? As you mentioned, you're trying to work on stopping the run a little bit more.
I mean, obviously, I want to be more of a complete. I am going to be more of a complete lineman. You know, actually last year, you know, I showed what I can do on the pass rush side. This year, you know, I'm showing what I can do more on the run side. Just doing that, I don't really put pressure on myself. You know, I just do what I do. And just play like BJ Green, like I know I can play, so that's all I'm doing right now. So.
I saw, you know, you just did that little thing, and a little social media. I look and I think this guy has a thing for the camera. Is that something you know you like to be in front of the lights a little bit?
Oh no, I do. This is just me. Like this is me, whether regardless of the cameras are here or not. I'm just saying, if y'all are ready, I can take off right now. Y'all ain't gonna follow me.
Just how close-knit is the group of guys that you're next to?
Oh, it's family, you know, like we all learn from each other. Like, you know, it's like you always, like me being a young guy that's playing, you know, I learn from the older guys, like having like Nesta, TJ, Omar, like learning from Omar, that's a lesson to have. Like, you know, we just pick each other's head on how to do things better. Like, you know, he helps me sometimes with like my run reads, you know, I help him sometimes on like the little stuff with the pass rush. But, you know, it just makes us all better people, it makes us all better players, just to be able to play together. And that way when we step on the field, we're all one unit, it's not individuals. So.
When something bad like what happened to Matisse happens, just what does that do to you guys? Does it bring you guys closer, and how does that work for you guys?
You know, like what happened to Matisse, you know, we all praying for him, still praying for him. You know, he's still with us, and like we don't think like, oh man, he's gone. Like, nah, he's still here with us. He still touches us on the little stuff, but it brought us together because he's like, you know what, we got to step up to the plate. Like last year, you know, Jermaine Lole went out, and we had to I had to step up to the plate last year. So it's just like it was a mentality that this program has always had. You know, next man up, you just got to step up to the plate and do what you got to do. So.
And it's game week. Just what's the energy like out there? You know, do you feel a difference?
You know, you see it on my face. Like, you know, I'm just like jittery. It's like Christmas time. You know, it's just get to go out there and reap the rewards of what you've been working on all year. You know, it's that one time a year. You train all year round. This is one time a year you get to show it. So yeah, I'm excited. I think everybody's excited, and you'll be able to see it on Thursday what we've been working on. So.
You know, speaking of nitty gritty, I saw Coach Rob be going over really in detail of just sort of a formation. Just what is he like as a coach?
Coach Rob, I mean, he's like a how do I say this? He's like a Mr. Miyagi almost. Like it don't make sense until it needs to make sense. Like almost like last year. It sounded like a whole different language to me, and now this year it all clicks, and when it clicks, it clicks. You know, he always has that stuff that, like, even when you think you know everything, you don't. And it's just like he always has something more to teach, and that's what I like about him. Like, you never really are just going to be, like, satisfied with that type of coaching. He always has something more for you to do, something, like, more for you to step on the plate, and he's always that coach that coaches everybody. He doesn't treat anybody different. You know, he expects a lot from us, and he expects a lot from us as a group. And I feel like we just got to pay him back. And that's just like, you know what, you never really can pay that back. And now there's an opportunity that he was giving me personally. But yeah, he's a great coach.
What has the energy been from him leading into this game week?
You know, the energy that's been from him, you know, the expectation is the expectation, and we got to meet that regardless of the circumstances. So that's the type of energy that we're getting from all the coaches. Like, you know, like this is what we do. This is Arizona State football. Like, you got to meet that. You got to meet that standard. You know, if you can't find it, fake it. You can't fake it. You got to feed off your teammates, and they got the energy. So that's how it is, and that's how it's always going to be. So
in terms of having more bodies on the team right now, I mean, do you feel that more of a competition now compared to this time last year?
You know, it's like kind of like what I said before. Like, you know, I just play like I know I can play, and let the cards fall where they lie. You know, I mean, we got a lot of bodies. And that is to our advantage because, you know, we got, like I said, you know, we got Omar, you got me. So it's like Omar goes out there, it's like a 1-2 punch, and I'll go out there and it's a 1-2 punch. And we always it's going to keep rolling. And we just got guys that can go out there and get the job done. And that's what I like about this team. And that's what I like about our coaching staff. They coach everybody to be ready and step up to the plate. So
You talk about you and talk about Omar, and maybe you both had maybe your best game of the year in that Vegas Bowl against Wisconsin. Do you believe in some kind of carryover from the last game of the year until the first game of next year?
it's like it's a 1-2 punch, you know, Mario Luigi type thing. Like, you know, it's just like, all right, here we go, man. It's huh?
Shake and bake.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Salt and pepper, I mean, however you want to put it. That's really just how it is, man. You know, I learned a lot from that guy. You know, I'm blessed to just have him here, just learn to pick his head. But yeah, it's a good thing to have, just being able to have that type of depth that we have on the line, just as a defense.
But I guess my question was, when you end the last season on a strong note, I mean, do you feel like it can really carry over to next season?
I feel like, yeah, it can. You know, the standard's the standard. We saw what we could really do as a D-line that last season. Is like, you know what, we're just gonna let this like carry over and then some with this season, like having some stuff, not really to prove to anybody else, but to prove to ourselves, you know.
More of an established role on this line compared to last year where you were a walk-on. Any sack celebrations you're working on? There's more time to prepare.
I just like to see that. I don't. You gotta see that. I can't really talk too much about that.
DJ, what do you